So everybody's got to push buttons. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. I'm going to make sure we're gone live. Um, and it's great. My friend Penny there called and said, I'd like to do meditation. And I said, go for it. So um, we're really pleased to have her. And she's got some new insights. And so this is going to be pretty cool. So we have two people watching us online right now. And so, hi, Sabrina. Hi, Shan. I'm going to ask people who are on the Zoom to mute themselves. And we will get going. Oh, we lost Shan. Or maybe she took her camera off. So, but anyway, let me turn it over to Penny. And I'm very excited. And maybe you can tell us how this kind of evolved to being.
Oh, absolutely. First, thank you, Kitty, for letting me come on your show such with little notice there. I mean, I know it's very hard to schedule people, so I really, really appreciate it. So I want to talk a little bit about my experiences this month. And if you don't know me, I work as a channel. I channel information and energy. I also work as a seer. So I took the opportunity, like everybody else did during October, to work with my shadow. I love shadow work. It gets me a level of understanding about myself that takes me into usually another awareness, another growth. But I didn't know what to work on this time. I've been working on my shadow for years. So when I don't know what to work on, I use the Ho'oponopono. The Ho'oponopono prayer always brings something up that you need to look at. Either it's something new or it's something that you need to revisit. So this month, halfway through the month, the 15th, boom, there it was. There's my trigger. I saw it. I knew it. I've done this trigger before. This trigger was all around words. Now, I'm going to talk about words just for a minute, because this can be a whole nother topic in itself, too. Words are very powerful. They carry energy. They allow us to understand each other in subtle ways. They give us information about each other without basically people coming out and saying things. They allow us to see what's underneath the surface. So words to me are very, very important. They carry energy. And to me, also words wrap around my trust issues. So I had a trust issue that was triggered about the middle of the month. And I recognized it and I felt it. And it was no big deal to me. I've done this before. This issue has come up before. So here I am thinking, wise, aware person that I am, that I'm dealing with this in a correct way. I'm setting boundaries, I'm being neutral, and all is good. Well, that wasn't the case. All was not good. The person I had this interaction with got triggered. I knew she was going to get triggered. And I was okay with that too, because guess what? When we get triggered by each other, it's an opportunity for growth. It's nothing bad. It's only an opportunity to look at ourselves and see something that we can change. I knew the other person was going to get triggered. Again, okay with that. That's what I'm here for. I'm on this earth to trigger other people so they can grow, and they can trigger me so I can grow. What didn't sit well with me is that she told me I hurt her and made her cry. I don't walk this earth to make people cry. I want to live in my heart space. I want to be a person of love. And I don't want to be that person that makes somebody else cry. So I had to look at what I wrote. And I did for 3 days. I read what I wrote. And I'm like, no, this is neutral. No, this is neutral. What could I have done? This is neutral. And then the aha moment hit me. It wasn't kind. It wasn't loving. And excuse my French, there's no such thing as fucking neutral. You're either kind or loving or you're not. That's it. You're either kind or loving or you're not. So at that moment, the awareness that I was not kind and loving came in. And I was like, whoa, new level here, new level of understanding. And I was like, yeah, this is this moment. I need to deal with this. So I talked to some friends and they were like, oh yeah, that's huge awareness. That's great. I understand that. I get that. I still wasn't feeling good. There was still something wrong with this situation. This learning lesson for me was not complete yet. So I sat with it and I was like, what else do I need to see here? And then the next concept was given to me by Spirit. I wasn't the only one participating in this. There was another soul here. I did something that wasn't loving. I needed to own my actions and take responsibility for them. I needed to apologize for my participation in an unkind, loving way. And yes, I did that. And whether the other person apologizes or not for their participation doesn't really matter. None of that matters. What matters is what you do, how you see yourself, how you present yourself, how you walk on this earth. The minute I took responsibility now for this new awareness that I had acted without love and kindness in my heart, I felt this energy shift from this leaden energy into gold. This was the transformational moment. I tell you, I sat there and I said, if I had $1 million, I'd give it to this person because I feel so blessed by this awareness that I received from it. That I can shift this, what I will call wounded child issue, into something golden. I trust myself now that this comes up again for me, and I'm sure it will, because that's the way the universe works, that I will handle it in a totally different way. I'll be more kind and loving in letting this other soul know that I have issues around words and trust and how you present yourself there. So here I am. I thought this was huge. This is great. Wow. Thank you, Ho'oponopono. Thank you, Shadow Work in October. I thought I was done. Nope. A couple of days later, I woke up and my eyes were burning. They were oozing. I couldn't see. I was like, what the hell? For me, this is always energetic movement, something else I need to do. So I'm very blessed. I live in Florida. I put my bathing suit on. I got my raft. I went out in my pool. Heat always restores me. I love the heat. So I'm laying there in my pool and I'm starting to feel better. The sun is making my eyes feel soothed. So I said, Spirit, what am I not looking at that I need to see in a different way? And Spirit came in and showed me my shadow, but not has these individual events or experiences or wounded child issues, but has a ball of energy, a glowing ball of energy. And I looked at this ball and it was beautiful. Oh, it was dark, but it was beautiful. And in it was this energy that I had just transformed. There was a whole bunch of different energies in here. And I looked at this ball and Spirit asked me, and Spirit has asked me many times before, will I use this energy? And I had always said, no, I can't use this energy. This energy, again, I was defining myself as the wounded child. This energy carried everything in it that I didn't want to use. I didn't want to be. It changed for me. It totally changed for me. It became a place of strength, a place of transformation, a place where I can move myself out of how I previously defined myself. I don't like the term wounded child, to be honest with you. That keeps me small. I'd rather look at myself as a warrior, a person that has overcome some of the things that I chose to work through in this lifetime. And I have to think about this even a bit further, because for me, my journey, my process is always one of opening my heart, becoming more compassionate and understanding for others, for shining my light. And my guide, the person that I believe tells me that I can be more than I am, is Christ. So I always believe that we can transform, that we can be better than we are. But if we stick to this concept of being the wounded child, how do we transform? How do we remove that limitation? How do we become greater than this small box? So for me, again, this was huge, that this energy is not something to be feared. This energy carries strength. It carries warmth. It carries understanding as well. And in order for you to be whole, here's another thing, everything has to be in balance, yin and yang. If you are only coming from your light, if you are only utilizing the energy of your positive attributes and not using your strengths that came from pain as well, then you're really not whole. You need your darkness, you need your light. Yeah, actually what they told me is this darkness is the background from which your light shines. So accept it, glorify in it, let it roll around within you. When I said yes at that moment in time that I would use this energy, I felt everything moving in me. I felt everything shifting. I felt myself come alive and be empowered in a whole new way. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So then I was talking to Kitty about it. We had a discussion. We were passing on our ideas back and forth because this is a new way of looking at ourselves. This is a new way of maybe redefining who we are and what we can do. And I was talking to her, and after our conversation, Spirit came in again. And this time, Spirit came in with a meditation. Spirit always loves to, when I have an awareness and awakening, they want to give me something that I can share. I love to share. I love to play in groups. I love to bring in and bring through what Spirit gives me. So today's meditation is a meditation into the darkness. And because I work with the Trinity, the number 3, there are 3 important parts in this meditation. So I want to tell you about them now, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit before we go into the meditation of how the meditation works and also what. Actually, I'll start with that. We're going to go in through the breath. So I always work through the breath. The breath is the breath of life. As we breathe in, we're taking in God's good essence to roll around within this human computer to help us process. As we breathe out whatever energies are no longer needed. It's a beautiful process. So we're going to go in through the breath. So as we go in through the breath, I'm going to want you to pay attention to the breath. When I say breathe in through the nose, you're just going to watch it. You're going to watch it as it goes in through the nose and goes all the way down to your solar plexus. And then you're going to watch it as it comes up and out through the mouth. If you want to make sound when it comes out through the mouth, that's perfectly acceptable. However you want to move that energy back out. Some of us are going to get into this peaceful place, which we need to get to before any energy work can be done, a lot quicker than others on the call. So I have to wait till everybody is in sync, because remember again, the more energy combined, the more powerful the healing, the more powerful the energy that will come down to greet us and say, yes, can I help you here? So once I feel that all the energy is in sync, then we'll drop down into what I've been giving as a sacred meadow. So for those of you that get into that peaceful, calm place pretty quickly, and there's a few on the call that will do that, I suggest that you just keep following along, because Spirit tells me that there's even a deeper place that you can get to. So just allow yourself to continue to breathe. As we go into the meadow, It's a guided meditation. I am clairaudient. I don't really see things. I hear things. So for those of you that don't see as well, just know it's just happening. It's all there. Some of you that see, it's so funny, they'll see even before I tell them what's going to happen. So it's all perfect. Allow yourself to be calm and comfortable. If at any point you feel uncomfortable, you can always disconnect from the call. If you feel like you need to cry, this is an energetic response. Let it be okay. You're releasing stuff that you've been carrying that now wants to come out. So let it. Don't judge it. Just let it. So in the meditation, normally I allow or I use the violet flame to give us release. This meditation is going to be a bit different. And this meditation, I'm going to tell you, takes me back to when I first started meditating at the age of 7. So you're going to experience some of what I experienced when I first realized that there was something else out there. So our first important part in the meta is going to be with the stars. The stars are going to be our release. So they're going to come down and they have such intense light and such intense heat that they're going to allow us to free ourselves from whatever you choose to free yourselves from today. Now, you're going to say, I don't know what I want to free myself from. No, maybe you don't. But subconsciously you do. You know what you're ready to release. You know what you're ready to transform. You know what you're ready to move into. So just be okay with it. Just allow yourself to feel the energy of it. From the brightness and the shining and the glory of the stars, we're going to move into the darkness. Now, dark is uncomfortable for some people, but I'm going to tell you right now, don't let it be. This is the cauldron of creativity. This is where everything gets formed. So while you're in the darkness, bring your attention, bring your thoughts to who you are, to who you want to be, to what light you want to shine, to how you want to walk the earth anew. And then the last part of this is that in this cauldron of creativity, we're going to need a spark, and that spark is God. And God is going to send his light down, and he will spark you today so that you will walk anew. Let me see if there's anything else they want you to know. I hope everybody has water. If you are driving, if you are anywhere where you are not peaceful or safe, this is not the time to do this. Any questions before we start?
If you have a question online, we've got 8 people watching online as well as the 6 here. Go ahead and type. I'm not getting any.
Okay. So if everybody's ready to go in, what I'm going to do, so I'm going to put on my pilot's gear. Hold on one second. I like to remove any outside influences of me hearing.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
You can hear me now. Okay, good. And I am going to take off my video. So everybody get comfortable. This is the point we're going in. Everybody get very, very comfortable in your chair. If you are wearing shoes, I want you to remove your shoes. Why? Shoes prevent us from grounding with Mother Earth. And it's really, really important that we stay grounded through exercises like this. I don't want you flying out so that you don't come back. So everybody get real comfortable. And I just need to turn my chair and we'll start. Take a sip of water if you need to. And now uncross everything. If you're sitting with your legs crossed, if you're sitting with your hands crossed, uncross them. Put your hands up in your lap in a receiving position unless you have high blood pressure, in which I want you to turn your palms over. And now what I want you to do, and I want you to know, this is important for everyone on this call to know, that the energy that will flow here today is the energy of love. What I want you to do right now is I want you to slowly, and I want you to do everything with love for yourself. Slowly just move your neck around a little bit. Give yourself some little rolls, releasing any tension from today. Close your eyes and take a slow, loving, gentle breath in through the nose, down to the stomach, up and out through the mouth. Another breath in through the nose, down to the stomach, up and out through the mouth. Every breath you take, helping you to relax, helping you to feel peaceful. Take another breath in through the mouth, down to the stomach, up and out through the mouth. Each breath sinking you deeper still. Each breath allowing you this moment in time, this opportunity just for you. Take another breath. Continuing to breathe, knowing that as we get peaceful, as we let go, knowing how much we are loved, the opportunity for miracles exists. Take another breath. And now I want you to see yourself at the top of 3 stairs. And as you take in this next breath, you step down, releasing even more, feeling even more relaxed, feeling even more comfortable, peaceful, and serene. Take another breath. And now I want you to step down again to step 2, taking another breath, releasing even further. Feeling almost held in angel's arms. Take another breath. And now step down to step 1. Feeling very, very peaceful. Feeling very, very safe. In your third eye or your imagination, I want you to see Mother Earth. She gently holds your ankles, keeping you grounded. And take another breath. And now, in your third eye or your imagination, I want you to see Archangel Michael. He stands behind you. He wraps his wings around you. He holds you so tenderly. You are secure. You are safe. You are grounded. And you are loved. Take another breath. And now in your third eye or your imagination, I want you to see yourself in the middle of a beautiful meadow. Feel the sun shining down on your head and shoulders. See the dew glistening on the grass, almost like diamonds. Take a breath of this gorgeous air, bringing it down to the stomach. And then again, open out through the mouth. Look around even more. Notice all the flowers. And now look to the outer edge and see the forest that circles this meadow perfectly. Look deeper into the forest and see all of God's animal kingdom here for you today. Look deeper and see if there is anyone in particular catching your eye. And then take another breath. Look now beyond the circle of the animal kingdom. Look past it into the next circle of all your passed over relatives and friends. They are here today to support you in your growth. Look again and see if anyone comes forward with a message for you. And then take another breath. Look beyond these two rings to the outer ring of all of God's angels here just for you. They put their wings out, wing to wing, locking them in place, creating a sacred space where only love may enter. Take another breath. Look around you again. This is a moment in time to fill your heart with joy. I invite you to run and play in the meadow. Pick flowers. See if anyone from the animal kingdom chooses to play with you now. Go out into this meadow at whatever age comes forward for you and allow yourself total freedom to play. Take another breath. Allow this energy, this joyousness to come in. Allow your heart to open. Feel the joyousness of life. This is how we should be. This is our end goal. Take it in. Understand it. Fill yourself up so you can come back to it again and again until you are whole. Take another breath. I give you only a few minutes more to soak in this fun. And now I ask that you come to the center of the meadow, and lay down on your back, looking up at the sky. Feel the earth beneath you. Feel her firmness, her support, her love. Take another breath. And now look up into the sky. See birds flying. Look at that gorgeous blue. See clouds drifting by. Feel the warmth of the sun. Feel everything being all right in your life in this moment. Take a breath. And as you continue to watch the sky, you see the sun dropping down, dropping down, dropping down, and the sky bursts in her beautiful glory, a gorgeous sunset, golds, pinks, blues. Take a breath. You lay there looking at the sky in awe. What glorious colors and energies. What a gift. Take a breath. And now, as the colors start to fade, the sky deepens and deepens and deepens even more. And as you look up into this gorgeous night sky, you see the sparkle of all the stars, looking up in amazement at their gift as well. Take a breath. How beautiful is this above us? How glorious is the brightness of the stars reflected against the night sky. And as you look at these stars, they start to get bigger. This is awesome. Bigger's good. I wish I could touch them. I wish I could reach up and just grab one if I could. Take another breath. They're getting bigger still. They are dropping down into our meadow. And as you look, you notice so much light that the stars have now blocked out the sky. All you can feel is this light. You've closed your eyes because it's so bright. You might feel a tingling of heat, but that's all. Take another breath. You no longer see our meadow. You no longer see yourself. The intensity of the stars has blocked out everything. This is our moment, our opportunity to let go. The stars are here for our benefit. They will help you to release what you no longer wish to carry. Take a breath. Let it go. You are not the wounded child. You are the warrior of light. Take another breath. The stars continue to shine. Oh, they are so bright. The warmth feels good. Allow yourself to let go fully. Don't be afraid of tears. Let them go. Open up. Make space for the new. Take another breath. The intensity is still there. Go deeper still. Be your higher self. Let go. Take another breath. We allow you more time to release, We know that much has been stacked up inside. We know it's not easy to let go, but let go you must. We love you and are here for you. Take another breath. The stars are starting to diminish. The light, the intensity is getting dimmer and dimmer. Dimmer still. Almost gone. And now gone completely. And you notice nothing but blackness. You notice you can no longer feel the earth even beneath your back. You're surrounded by the darkness. You are held gently in this energy of creation. Take another breath. This energy is soft. It is loving. It sees you in your highest form. Take another breath. Allow yourself to feel the comfort of it. Allow yourself to feel the strength, the beauty, the love that resides here. Take another breath. There is nothing to fear, only everything to gain. Take another breath. Allow yourself to see yourself in your glory. Allow yourself in this darkness where nothing is asked of you, where nothing is required except for you to be you. Allow yourself to feel your glory and take another breath. And now, far, 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 far away in the distance, you see a tiny white dot. The presence of God. This dot starts to get bigger, bigger still. The white is so pure. This energy starts to head for us, coming through all the galaxies, coming from the edges of the universe, far, far away, coming at us at great speed. This energy comes down, 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 down through the darkness and enters your heart. It is the spark needed to start anew. Take a breath. This light continues to fill your heart space, filling it with love and truth and support and strength. Take another breath. It fills it up. You can see your heart and you can see this beautiful light as it spills out and into your system. You watch as it goes up, 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 and down, down, down. You see more of yourself. You see your torso. hips and legs, knees, ankles and feet, chest area, upper arms, shoulders, hands, head. And as you do, you notice that this energy, this light continues to flow from you. It flows from the top of your crown, the bottom of your feet, your heart, and your hands. And it starts to overcome the darkness. The darkness is being filled by the light. And as this light continues to make the darkness fade, you are aware once again of the meadow around you. You are aware once again of the earth beneath your back. You are aware once again of all that can be and all that will be and all that is. Take a breath. Allow yourself to sit up slowly. This is new energy. This needs time to find its center. Be gentle with yourself. Stand up if you feel that you can, and allow yourself to look again around the meadow. Allow yourself to see if there is anything left here for you that needs to be taken care of. Take another breath. I invite you, I give you time to pick roses and flowers, to visit with relatives or friends or pets, to enjoy your freedom and your newness. And then when you are ready, come back to the call.
Okay, I'd like everybody, if you can, to take a sip of water. I find that when we do these exercises, that sip of water brings us back into this earth zone reality, but it also anchors in the energy that have just been run through your system. This was a huge amount of energy. TLC is called for in the next week. Usually I say a couple of days, they're saying a week. They want you to really treat yourself like that special person that you are. If anybody has any questions or would like any information or would like to share their experience, now's the time. You think you have to handle that from your end, Kitty? I can't tell if anybody has their hand up or not.
Sabrina does. I put it back to gallery.
So I think I'm starting to do a little bit better with visualization. I didn't like really hear anything, but I wasn't really trying to either. But I did notice I saw at one point like an eye, which I thought was weird, and then I saw like a balloon silhouette. So I'm wondering, I don't know.
An eye? I love an eye. I tell you what, that just means to me, Spirit's looking at you, hon. And if Spirit's looking at you, you've got something inside of you.
Well, and I know Kitty said something about, I keep getting this, it's like, I thought it was, you ever get like the twitchy thing under here that doesn't go away for like a week or two? I've got this thing happening up here and it's driving me insane. It's like morning to, sundown. I've got this like pressure right here. And I know Kitty said she thought it might have been like the third eye opening or whatever, but I did notice as I was in there, like I saw like an eye. So I was like, oh, well, that would make sense. And then I saw a balloon silhouette. So I don't know.
Whatever. I get these headaches too that come on only my right side. Okay, which is really strange. Only the right side. Right side is male energy. Okay, right side is about how you speak up for yourself, where you are in life, how you present yourself. Also, are you giving away your power? So what I hear for you, hon, is that this is an energetic opening for you, and not to be afraid of it. That has energy moves through. What happens when we're changing our thoughts, we're rewiring, that things are getting shifted around in here. And yes, sometimes it's going to be a little bit painful, because what they have to do is they have to burn away where your thoughts were before, and they have to create a new path. So it's gonna hurt. Guess what? If nothing bothered us, if everything was really easy, everybody would do this. But most people get stuck because they don't understand that there's a serious connection between spiritual work and body work. We're connected. We're not just a spiritual person. We're a spiritual person in this car. This is my car. So you got to take care of your car, and your car is going to give you hints, just like your normal car does. Bing, 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 I'm out of gas. Feed me. Bing, 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 I have a headache. Wow, there's something going on here. There's a neural transfer that's happening. So for you, what I hear is not to be afraid. They tell me that this process, I'm sorry, dear, but you have 3 more weeks to go through it. They're telling me you have 3 more weeks of this moving through you. It didn't come in. Here's the other thing. Nothing comes in an instant. It's a buildup of energies. It's an attraction. So as you build and build and build a matching energy to what you're moving through, all that energy too has to be transferred back out and shifted and changed. So you're metamorphosing. You're like that butterfly that comes out of the cocoon. So while you're in there right now, they're kind of mushing this because these thoughts need to change. There's something in your thought patterns that keeps you limited low, makes you feel less than, and those ideas, those thoughts are being transmuted for you at this time.
It's so funny that you say that, because I was listening to you were using the word like neutral and that kind of stuff. And that's what I was listening to this woman speaking yesterday on life coaching, and she was talking about thoughts, because I know I need to change mine, because I bring myself back down. And this morning, the first time this happened, I went into my kiddos' room and I was picking out clothes, and they ended up having just clothes everywhere. And I noticed it as a thought, and it was like, it went from, oh, I can clean this up later. But in that very split second, it was like I brought in overwhelming frustration and everything. But it was weird because it was like it was separated, and I noticed it coming in. So it was like that awareness of I'm doing it to myself. And I hadn't had such an awareness come in of separation of thought. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. I was barely awake at that point too, which probably helps.
It does. It does, because when you're fully awake, you're in usually a mode of judgment. Okay, because we all sit in judgment. It's a very hard thing. We've been taught from an early age that we've got to be judging all the time. So usually sitting in judgment. And I'm glad that you're aware enough, though, that you're at that point where you can realize, oh, there's this energy over here. And yeah, not really wanting to dig into that too much. And I'll go here. But then here's the flip. I used to hate doing chores. I don't anymore. I love doing chores. I love doing chores because it's my give back. I've changed the way I look at them. I love my environment. I love my husband. I love myself. And I want everything around me to reflect that. And my physical labor, my putting myself out by folding laundry, doing laundry, allows me to put the energy of my joy and my love into it every time, which then changes my environment, because that love and joy stays in that garment, and then that person puts it on, and then they feel it. You are a super creator. You are. You just need to realize it. You just need to realize that everything that you do, everything that you encounter, everything that comes across your path, your eyes, your heart, you can influence.
Thank you.
This is your changing thoughts, honey. This is where you're going. I can't wait to see you come out as that big butterfly that you are.
Thanks.
I'm sending you kisses.
Miriam has her hand up.
Miriam, come on, hon. Where are you?
There she is.
Oh my
Yes, she
God, here I am.
You know, she's in Egypt.
I know.
Okay.
I'm in Egypt.
I know.
How
Guess
do I
what?
take my hands
Guess what,
down?
hon? I'm in Egypt too with you.
Oh, baby, you are. Oh my goodness. I want to tell you, maybe this is the first time I ever attend a meditation with intuition of the soul for someone other than myself. Like, I've attended things for Kitty,
Uh-huh.
but this is the first time. And oh God, like the thing, like I saw the ad today, and other than it technically, I mean, it technically matches my time zone because it was so meant to be for me.
Exactly.
I love you. I love you. I'm so grateful for this opportunity, and thank you, Kitty, and everybody who was up, onto this. I've been going through major things, and I felt I needed this. I felt you would be helping, and once the meditation started, like it even before the meditation started, I already sent you, and I already sent Kitty. I was like, I knew I was like invited to this, because there are so many things that Kitty posts and I don't follow. Like I can't, I don't
hear
keep
you.
up with
Yeah.
everything, but this was just for me, So anyway, and then you started talking, and I was like, okay, she speaks my language, because people actually speak different spiritual languages, different schools, but everything that you said really, really just resonated. And then you started, and then with the meadow, and right there among the trees, I saw a reindeer. I think even before you said you'll see animals, and then I saw someone who I think it was my brother, but also mixed with someone from a past life, or maybe I saw him as I met him in the multiple lives, even before you said you'd be meeting past ones. And then, I want to say that also, as we started, I got really irritated because I've been going through so much. And my ego, like I've been having problems with the knees. It first started as the left knee, and then now it's been the right knee as well. When finally the left knee has been opening up and loosening up, now it's time for the masculine to show some stubbornness for a while. But anyway, so I felt a bit anxious in the beginning, but then it eased up immediately. And then I saw the reindeer and then my brother, and he did give me something to work with. I have to check
Oh,
its
good.
symbol. It means yes, it was an ivory comb, like for the
Oh,
hair.
beautiful,
Yes,
beautiful.
such a beautiful, beautiful piece of art, and it's like actually functional, but it's very artistic as well. And then we went into the darkness, and then the craziest thing happened when the stars start to light up really, really, intensely.
Mhm.
I stopped feeling anything for a moment, and I was like, what happened? Like, I was already crying when you said the playing energy and the animal coming out, and I saw a rabbit, and I saw him playing with an orange. Even before you mentioned the word joy, and orange is of course very related. So anyway, and that made me cry a lot. But then we went into the intensity of the stars, and that made me like I temporarily kind of disconnected emotionally, and then I realized, oh my God, that's so much resistance.
Mhm.
And you were saying this is a time to let go, and then I was like, yeah, but I'm having so much resistance, I can tell. And then you said, we need more time, you need more time, and you are loved and you are supported. And then I immediately just, waterfalls, they came through. And then the dot of God showed up, and I was like, okay, I've been really waiting for this. And then he came closer and closer and closer, and then he came as this white energy into my heart, and then he slowly moved from the left side, from the heart, to the right lung. And
Mm.
interestingly, my boyfriend, my twin, actually has had a release from his lungs, like he was having this asthmatic thing, not asthma, but a cold that hit his lungs a couple of days
Mhm.
ago. So anyway, the energy moved to the right lung, and it filled with white. And then I think even before you said it's going up and it's going up down, I've been suffering from a bulging disc in the
Mm.
lumbar area towards the right side. So it went down there. I mean, I really had no expectations of what this was going to help me with, but the energy went down exactly at the wounded area, and it started filling it with energy, like padding it with light. It was just amazing, and I started burping my ass off. And
Love that.
yes,
I love that.
pardon my French. But anyway, it's how I speak. So anyway, and then I also felt my knees were really, especially the right knee, was hurting a lot today. I don't know, I haven't tried it out yet. I haven't tried it out yet after the meditation, but I think it's a bit more relief than earlier. So thank you so
But
much.
and now I'm going to give you one more thing, because they
Yeah.
came in and they just said to me that I need to send you a little bit more energy. But everybody else on the call too, they say you can come in and on this as well. So everybody, just close your eyes here, man. Just close
Oh
your
my
eyes.
God. Thank you.
Ladies.
All right.
We're going to send you a little bit more of some love.
Okay.
So everybody, close your eyes and take some gentle breaths in through the nose, down to the stomach, up and out through the mouth. And now what I want you to see is I want you to see this pinky gold energy that comes from my heart to yours. This is God's love and support. Allow this energy to enter your heart space. Allow this energy to fill it up completely. And then, just like before, move up, 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 and out the crown of your head, and down, 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 and out the soles of your feet. You are loved, my dears. We are here for you with love always. Take another breath. Okay. And everybody come on back. Miriam, I'm going to congratulate you and thank you for the work that you're doing as well, hon. I hear that you have great things coming up and that your expansion will continue on into the new year.
Oh my God. Thank you.
No, reach out if you ever need help. Reach out if you get scared. I'm always here to help. I'm always here to walk with anybody that wants somebody to hold
I
their
will.
hand.
I will
Okay.
definitely contact you. Thank you, darling.
You're
Thank
welcome, hon. I think we only have Kitty. Go ahead.
Let's
You're up,
see.
hon.
I was going to read some comments. I can get to scroll back. Dusty said to say thank you. You got a lot. I can't get it to go back right now, of course. You got a lot of people that were really very, very helpful. Joanne, did you want to say something because you jumped on, or you just wanted to join live? You're muted.
I wanted to join, be a part of this amazing live for today and see what kind of energy I can pick up on and receive and also give out to all as well. So thank you for having me here.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, when the darkness came around for me,
Mhm.
I disappeared. I can't even tell you what you said after that moment. I just know I was in it and it felt warm and comforting. And I realized I was in my bedroom and I was somewhere else. And like I would come to these pieces of being aware. It's very rare that I can't even remember where I am. Like I could feel the level of awareness. And then I was like, oh, no, that's not where I am. And then I would go back into the quiet. I was at a real intensive meditation also this morning. And my legs really hurt afterwards and I had to walk, and my legs, I'm having the knee issue as well. I know I am sure it's energy moving through. When my knees are cold, which I think is receiving other energy. But my whole legs feel so much better after being able to completely be immersed in that darkness.
Wonderful.
So that was very, I'm sure it's things moving through, stepping forward, especially since I'm a Pluto in Virgo and it just went direct. So it is about body system. So I'm,
Mhm.
Miriam and I have been talking about knees so because of, both.
Here's something else too, because you're recording this. If you're on the call and you've done the meditation today, you cannot go back in to do it again for at least a week. You need to allow yourself to process what you received today. You don't want to overload the system. When you overload the system, it goes into stress, and then you kind of defeat the purpose, because while it's in stress, it really can't process as well as if you're doing it like we are now. You're aware of it. It's easy. It's calm. It's okay. You overload, all bets are off. So let yourself have a week at least to process through this. And then if you want to listen again, do another layer, you can.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Anyone online have anything they wanted to say? I can't get to the old.
And do you love Miriam?
Much love. So anyone else have anything to say that they want to share? Robin, Cynthia, since you were live.
Just thank you. Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome, ladies.
I
All
had
right,
some interesting itching in my left ear during the meditation.
Oh, you did? Oh, I
Yeah.
love it.
Several times, like 3 times I had to kind of itch, and then the left side for me is spirit side. So there's stuff going on.
Exactly. They're trying to open you up, I hear. They tell me that you hear, but you're not hearing clearly enough. So this little itchiness, I remember when my clairaudience first opened. Oh my God, I had such earaches. I had such pain in the ear. I was like, what the hell is going on? I even went to an ENT and he said, why are you coming here? My ear hurts. There's nothing wrong with your ear, lady. Go home. It's my clairaudience opening up. So the same for you, dear. They're telling me they're doing these little niggling things because you already have some clairaudience, but you're not fully developed there, and they wanted to open into a whole new level for you. So I'd be okay with it, and just, say thank you when it starts to do that, and say, oh, okay, thank you. I'm ready for it now. So you can take this away and give me what you're trying to give me. I'm ready. So
I love that. Thank you.
let them know. Here's another thing. Here's another thing that I think people don't realize and they get lost in. We can communicate with this energy out here. I talk to it all the time. I don't care how many people think I'm crazy, because it responds to me. It's lonely. It wants us to talk to it. We think that we have to wait until something comes in. No. Start a conversation. Before this call, I spoke to God. Please, God, let this go good. Let everybody receive something. Let your word be heard. Make the connection. Open the conversation. Oh, I think this is for you. I'm sorry, Robin.
Okay.
This is for you. They're saying, open that conversation, hon. That you need to speak more. That you need to know that you can talk and have it answered. Okay? Because that's what they're waiting to give you, the answers.
Kitty, can I add something? Not necessarily what was just spoke on, but in reference to everyone who is carrying some sort of physical discomfort in their body. Something I do with myself and also with my clients is I ask them to focus on two things in regards to if the energy that you're experiencing in your body, is it actually yours, or have you picked up energy from somebody else? And sometimes we're not aware. So choosing an object or a color, like either choosing a number, maybe it would be 555 in reference that it's your energy and you need to make changes, or maybe choosing a color to indicate that it's not yours and you've picked up someone else's energy. So this way here, you can quickly resolve the issue of whatever the physical pain is. And of course, if it is yours, then do what you need to do to allow your body to be at ease more, so you're not adding more discomfort. Because what happens to us is when we have pain in our body, we tend to resist, and that resistance adds more pain to the body. So we're not actually doing a service to ourselves when we have the resistance. So if you can use those two tools, and it doesn't have to be a number and a color, it could be whatever you resonate with. It could be an animal, it could be a word. But setting that up for the day, knowing that if you already have pain in your body, setting it up first thing in the morning to say, show me either this if it's mine and this if it's not. And if it's not, then just ask your guides to help you let it go so you don't have to carry it anymore. Because we are really kind creatures, humans, that we will carry someone else's pain for them, but we don't have to. And I'm giving you permission because I'm being guided to give you permission to let it go if it's really not yours. So I'm hoping that's helpful.
It is. It's mine, but it's there was pieces to let go of before, so it was actually a combination. So, but thank you. And I think
Thank
that's
you.
great for people to hear too, And Dusty was saying that she's been dealing with lower back pain, and Penny, after this, she feels like it's much better right now, nice and calm.
Good. I'm so happy.
I'd love to piggyback on that just a tiny bit. I've been doing a technique where I don't give my pain any of my attention at all, and then I don't have it anymore. And it took me a while to get strong enough in my mind to be able to do that, but I can literally block it out by thinking something totally opposite, and then I don't have my physical pain anymore. And it's really all about giving it your energy. If you don't give it your energy, period, then you won't have it. And I know it's different for accidents and things like that. Mine mostly is a pain from, I've been a hairdresser for almost 50 years, so the bending over with my neck thing. But as long as I'm doing this, avoiding thinking about the pain and thinking about other things like God and angels and wonderful things like that, then I don't have the physical pain.
I truly believe that we are in control of ourselves, that we create our own reality. We bring in the things that we need to look at. And some of those things are brought in through our pain. Others are not. And I believe like you, and also we all process differently. Here's the other thing. I don't believe there's just one way to do life. I just don't. we're all different. We're all different for a reason. We all do things different ways. So I have an acceptance of whatever works for you. You know what I'm saying? If this works for you and this has brought you awareness and this keeps you, here's the most important part. This keeps you in a loving place in your heart for yourself. As long as that is where you're at, it's the most beautiful thing in the world. And it's the best thing in the world. Once we fall out of that love for ourselves, that's when we have our issues. That's when we have our problems. That's when our interactions become less than. So as long as what you're doing brings you peace, brings you happiness, fills your heart with love for you, Robin, I would say keep doing it, hon. Just keep doing it because you're glowing. Your face is so bright. You are.
We had a guest last night, Kedrick Olson, and he said he didn't like the concept that we are spiritual beings having a physical
Experience.
what he said was we are spiritual beings and physical beings having a dynamic conversation at all times. And there's learning from the body and there's learning to the body. And it's just what I believe it's whatever balance works for you, how your energies are put together, what you're here to learn. And if you're called to the physical, you're called for a reason because that's something you set up to do in this life. And if you're called to, that was really interesting to me that we chose this 3D physicalness to learn from it because there's spirit in there. I like the idea that it's a dynamic conversation.
Yeah, I love that too, because a lot of these spiritual groups, the physical part gets lost. Everybody wants to be up in the woo-woo and they forget that, hello, what's this that we're writing in? It's a big part of it. It's a big part of it. And also it's the you just part where we can show love for ourselves.
Yes, it's a very conscious thing. So
exactly.
But anyway, so thank you so much, Penny. Anybody else have anything they want to say? Yeah. Or, namaste.
Kitty, I enjoyed it. Thank you so much, honey, for letting me come on. And hopefully we'll do this again. I love to teach. I love to help others become more aware. And
I will
move
make
forward.
sure I put in the notes and stuff that once you do this, because some people may tune out when we get to the discussion afterwards. Please make sure you only do it once in a week time and let it work together.
Let it process. Exactly. Let it process.
I will make sure I put that down for people. So
wonderful.
All right. Well, thank you
all. Everybody. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. I love being here with you.
Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.
Recording.
Can't get rid of me that easy.